couldn't get him to the turf. Now it's Stroud on first down, back to the air, loads it up, wide open. It's caught on the sideline by Mechie.
So I talked in the open about the uncanny ability C.J. Stroud has to just manipulate the pocket. Watch this guy now, just the subtle move. It's not there right away. Just move slightly to the right, buy a little more time, and then hit Mechie in stride and just flicks the wrist. He didn't have his feet set, just flicked it out there for a nice completion. But it starts by his ability to move slightly in the pocket and not panic.
They go 56 yards in 2 plays, and just like that, another red zone opportunity for this Houston offense. Reverse, Collins looking to get to the edge, breaks a tackle and does get positive yards, picks up 3, and what looked like it could have been blown up in the backfield.
Yeah, and this was well defended by Cleveland. Martin Emerson Jr. was there, the corner, but you see the strength of Nico Collins breaking that tackle and turning it into a positive gain.
Houston taking its time. They have really found something in Devin Singletary, who certainly has postseason experience. 9th career playoff game, started in 7 of the first 8. And the big run to set this up. And what could be the final play of this first quarter. Fake the pitch, find Collins, got good blocking. Collins has the corner, and he finds it. Touchdown, Houston. What a response.
C.J. Stroud told us Laramie Tunsil might be the best offensive lineman he's ever played with. Watch number 78. We've seen him go one-on-one against Garrett and pass block. Shows block, then he gets out in front of this play and gets the block on the corner. Newsome, or Emerson, and Nico Collins follows him into the end zone. Laramie Tunsil is an athletic big man, and he showed it on that play.
Fairbairn extra point makes this 10-7 with 11 seconds to play in this opening quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this from AWS.
In the time it takes to catch this ball, the NFL uses AWS machine learning and AI to analyze over 1 million data points from every player and every play in over 1,000 games, giving fans the stats they want in real time. If AWS can do this for the NFL, imagine what it can do for your business.
You got the jubilation from Nico Collins on the touchdown, but Laramie Tunsil, the now 4-time Pro Bowler who missed 3 games early in the season with a knee injury, is down and holding that left side. And especially when you've got Myles Garrett on the other side. But no matter what, this guy is so important to what this offense does.
Well, it wasn't on the touchdown. It was on the extra point. I think that's him right there on the end of the line. And it looks like his own guy kind of fell into the back of his leg. That's Josh Jones, number 74. And you can see right away he goes to that left knee. And this would be an enormous loss for the Texans.
Jones is hovering over Tunsil right now on the field. Now C.J. Stroud, his quarterback, is going to jog out to check on him. You mentioned that Stroud had nothing but the highest of praise for Big 78, and that's just good to see him on his feet and good to see him heading back to the sideline.
Well, he has been an elite left tackle in this league his entire career. Started with the Dolphins. That's where he got drafted in the first round out of Ole Miss. And has been a stellar player. And, you know, when you're a right-handed quarterback and you know you got that kind of guy on the left side, I mean, that is a great comfort.
If he were to go out, and he looks like if you could read lips right there, almost looks like he said, I'm all right. But if he were to go out, George Fant had been playing right tackle, likely moves back over to the left side. And then Charlie Heck, who had been starting at right tackle the last couple of weeks, would be elevated back up to that spot. Fant, versatile guy, had played some tight end earlier. There's a good look at Heck in his 4th year out of UNC, but Tunsil, just good to see him upright and seemingly in good spirits there after going down. So Fairbairn will send it away to Prochet once again, and another touchback for this Cleveland offense. So Joe Flacco orchestrated the touchdown drive last time out, and the deep shot to Njoku. Eventually Kareem Hunt punches it in. You mentioned staying in shape. A lot of it he was throwing with his dad and his brother. So, you know, everybody thought, oh, wow, he's just throwing it so well. I was like, yeah, I was throwing it to a 62-year-old man, and he just happened to be making good throws back to me.
Yeah. Well, you know, you throw to targets. I mean, his arm talent has never been in question, right? He's always been able to sling it. And that has not changed with his age.
3 tight ends here on first down. Flacco rips one wide open in stride. Bryant. Here he goes into midfield and deep in Houston territory, dragged down by Houston Carson. The final play of the first quarter, a huge one for Flacco in this offense.
Well, 3 tight ends in. Maybe you're thinking run. If they're going to throw it, you're thinking they'll throw to 85, right? And Joe Flacco's arm. Here's who he's throwing the football to, but he's not open. He's throwing to a spot right here in between the 2 linebackers. He has great confidence, and he throws his guy open into that window, into that hole, and a huge play by Harrison Bryant. But just the confidence and the composure Flacco showed throwing that ball to a spot.
And that confidence, it permeates through the rest of the team. Kevin Stefanski said these guys just know he's been in these moments, and they feel calm every single time out with him under center, as Ford will keep the legs churning to the 20 and set up 3rd and short.
Well, you know, Kevin Stefanski had a couple guys who had some Super Bowl experience talk to the team this week. All the teams in the playoffs right now know at this point everybody's 0-0. Anybody can go on a run and make it happen. Joe Flacco was one of the guys that spoke to the team and said, look, let's just take care of the ball, keep doing what we're doing, and know that at this point in the season, anybody can get hot and go on a run. And it could be us just as well as anybody else.
And that's Joel Bitonio going off. He's being helped off the field. Made his 6th consecutive Pro Bowl, and without those 2 tackles, that left guard has been uber important, especially with their runs up the middle. Here's what happened with him. See big number 75.
Yeah, the 2 guards are both outstanding, and there it is right there. Sheldon Rankins kind of falls into the back of his legs. Nothing intentional, but he's heading to the locker room to get checked out.
So Michael Dunn's going to come in. He's already been out there as an extra offensive lineman, eligible receiver on a crucial 3rd down and 2. Flacco's going to push it forward himself. He's got it. All 6'6" of Joe Flacco picks up that 1st down.
Yeah, nice little call. He's a big body, but he also knows with that 4-man even front, there's just a natural hole to either side. So watch him. He just kind of reads this. He's just going to kind of fill into the right. He loses his left guard, so I'll run behind my right guard, who's still in the game, Wyatt Teller, and pick up the 1st down.
How about putting your body on the line? Going to be 39 years old on Tuesday, and he understands this could be that last gasp. He knows this is a team that has the tools to make a deep run, as he's experienced before.
Well, this is throw here. 1st down, play action.
Flacco looking, rainbow. Perfectly delivered as he finds David Bell for a modest gain just shy of the 10.
Yeah, pretty well covered. Kind of a throwback play. You hope you catch this defense fast flowing and losing track of Bell in the traffic. Cleveland coaches told us David Bell was going to have more on his plate this week because of the injury to Cedric Tillman and because of what they thought coverage was going to be slanted to Amari Cooper. That time they tried to sneak him out on the backside of the play, but Houston had it pretty well diagnosed.
No Tillman, no Nick Chubb, obviously out from the 2nd game on. No Pierre Strong, the rookie, or 2nd-year running back, rather, out of South Dakota State, missing this one. 2nd and 4 now for Flacco. Shovel pass. Hunt has it up the gut. Hunt is in once again. Touchdown, Browns.
Well, we talked about the interior 3, right? The 2 guards. Let's throw some love at Ethan Posick, the center, because on this play, it's almost like a draw play. Watch 55, get right out here and get the block on Cashman. He helps on the guard, and then he's leading the way. And again, if Kareem Hunt has a head of steam going north and south, you're not going to keep him out of the end zone. But the center, Ethan Posick, with the key block on the play.
Harris had that one final chance to keep him out, but Hunt, so strong, so big, low center of gravity as Patterson will make it 14-10. So after 15, and then gets leveled at the 22-yard line as we go down to Catherine.
Well, left tackle Laramie Tunsil, who missed 3 games this season with a left knee injury, got hurt. As we saw, that is the knee that the medical staff were focused on when he was down on the field. He's been in the medical tent for about 10 minutes. He is questionable to return to this game. And for the Browns guard, Joel Bitonio, we saw he was helped off the field. He was not putting much weight on that right knee. He's been on the injury report with an oblique and a knee this week. Didn't practice Tuesday, was limited on Wednesday, and he did have full participation on Thursday. We'll see if he comes back into this game, guys.
Well, Charlie Heck, who's in here at right tackle, he had a tough game against the Browns a couple weeks ago. Gave up 13 pressures.
We got Fant in at left tackle as this one goes to Brevin Jordan, the tight end, makes a man miss, and then shows off the speed. Jordan, pedal to the middle. He's gone. Touchdown, Texans, 76 yards.
Well, we see the speed of Brevin Jordan, but watch the patience, because he really sells this. Here he is. Watch him block for a full 2 count. 1,001, 1,002, then release. That's why there's no coverage there. He did a great job of being patient, setting up the tight end screen, and then did the rest with his speed and athleticism. What an answer. I think we got a back and forth one here, bud.
This does not feel like playoff football in its typical fashion. Fairbairn makes it 17-14. This is turning into a heavyweight fight. Body blow after body blow, looking for the knockout shot. Yard line, so shots back and forth. We'll see how Flacco can respond with this Browns offense. Led them down the field the last 2 drives for touchdowns, and this Cleveland defense searching for answers. They've been so dominant all season, but they have struggled on the road throughout the year.
They have, and even though they dominated the game when they played here on Christmas Eve, C.J. Stroud was not under center or throwing the football. And they are a much different offensive football team with number 7 playing quarterback.
Left guard Joel Bitonio officially questionable with an ankle injury. We'll see if he can make his way back into the game. Flacco on play action on first down, goes to the other side of the field. Dangerous throw, and Njoku was hit as the ball was coming. He's looking for the flag, and he won't get it. Steven Nelson laid it.
I think he should have gotten the flag. I think the contact was early. In fact, I think if Nelson would have made a play on the ball, he might have gotten an interception because it hung up in the air. But that contact is before the ball got there, and very easily could have been defensive pass interference.
And Flacco frustrated himself. So instead, 2nd down and 10. Play clock is dwindling down under 5, and Cleveland is going to have to take the timeout.
Timeout. Cleveland, no second. This is a 30-second timeout.
That frustration from the no call boiled over, and the Browns will burn number 2. Well, when you ask D'Amico Ryans about Joe Flacco and this offense, he knew what C.J. Stroud was capable of. He knew that he was going to give his team this belief that they could win. Kevin Stefanski knew that Stroud was going to be a different challenge. But D'Amico Ryans said the big key against Flacco is we can't allow those explosive plays.
Yeah.
I'm fine with them methodically driving the ball down the field. We have to force them into those shorter and intermediate throws. Otherwise, they'll crush us the way they did last month.
Yeah, last month they totally took away the running game of Cleveland, but it was those big throws down the field that did them in.
Njoku was the motion man. 2nd down and 10. Flacco with good time just gets rid of it, and it is caught on the bobble by Ford, but Harris was right there on him immediately for a loss.
Well, good coverage downfield, forcing Flacco to go to his outlet, and Ford might have been better off letting that one hit the ground because it was a loss of yardage play with the catch.
See, Ryan's getting pumped up, get a little Gatorade. Will Anderson told us he's basically still like a captain of this team right now.
Head coach, but also feels like a team captain with his energy in the locker room and on the practice field.
3rd and 14. Flacco feeling the pressure. He goes down. Derek Barnett wrestles him to the ground. And a 3-and-out forced by this Houston defense.
Well, Derek Barnett is going to beat the left tackle, Jerron Christian. They did a great job of taking care of Will Anderson on the other side. Njoku got a great chip and knocked him down. But Barnett had one-on-one on the other side and beat the left tackle. He's been a great addition coming over from Philadelphia as a backup edge rusher.
First-round pick back in 2017, 14th overall by the Eagles. Bojorquez, another punt. Good hang time, does flip the field this time around. King has to retreat to get it, but he does have some space to work with, and he turns that into a positive action, maybe gets about 8 yards on the return as we get set for a Houston offense taking on this stout Cleveland defense.
Myles Garrett, Hunter Association.
Dalvin Tomlinson, Alabama. Jordan Elliott, Missouri.
Zadarius Smith, Kentucky.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, Notre Dame.
Sione Takitaki, BYU.
Denzel Ward, The Ohio State University.
Martin Emerson, Mississippi State.
Anthony Bell, West Florida.
Juan Thornhill, Virginia.
Greg Newsome II, Northwestern.
And you see number 78. There's Laramie Tunsil back in the game. Great news for Houston. Handed off Damian Pierce on a misdirection, and he loses to Owusu-Koramoah, the leading tackler for this Cleveland defense. Just laid the hit on Pierce.
He's a physical guy, and he just has a knack for making plays at or behind the line of scrimmage. Here he is here. Watch how quickly he diagnoses this. Nobody's able to pick him up. It looked like the tight end Schultz was going to try. But he is one of the best in the league at plays at or behind the line of scrimmage this season.
Career highs in tackles, tackles for loss, sacks, and interceptions this year. His interceptions in his last 2 games played. Stroud, dump down, Singletary. Looking to make something out of nothing. He can't. Owusu-Koramoah in there again. And guess what? Behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 2.
Yeah, bringing up a 3rd and long. Singletary looked like he was going to chip on Myles Garrett. It's just kind of a fake to set up the screen, but Owusu-Koramoah was not having any of it, and 2 outstanding plays in a row by that linebacker.
So now you've got 3rd and 13, but you're still in that range near midfield.
Got to be smart here, though, if you're C.J. Stroud. One of the things he's done a great job of is taking care of the ball.
Just 5 interceptions on the season. Stroud, deep drop. Stroud taking a shot down the field. Major separation. He overthrew him. Nico Collins had a couple of steps on the Browns secondary, and it will just fall as an incompletion, 4th down.
Yeah, this is a bust in the back end of the Cleveland defense. Ronnie Hickman, number 33, is just going to get flat-footed, and Nico Collins runs right by him. Good protection by the 2 tackles. C.J. Stroud stepped up in the pocket and then just airmailed it. And he knew he had a shot for a walk-in touchdown right there.
This is what stood out to Joe Flacco when he watched C.J. Stroud's tape. So they don't take care of him necessarily. They're not trying to make it easy on him. They're willing to take shots with their rookie quarterback, and that's what makes the pile converges. Christian Harris led the charge.
Yeah, again, this Cleveland offense much different than they were with Nick Chubb, with their starting tackles. They still will run it to keep you honest, but they're really counting on Joe Flacco and play action and good protection to throw the ball downfield, more so than what they used to be as far as they run past balance.
3 tight ends in for 2nd down and 4. Ford, just 4 carries for 11 yards so far today. Flacco uncorks. Oh, tough catch, contested in double coverage, and David Njoku extends forward for the 1st down.
See, that's what you see with Joe Flacco. He sees 2 safeties, so Cooper's kind of out. That turns his eyes to Njoku, and getting him the ball is a good thing because his yards after the catch are higher than any other tight end in pro football. There it is. He sees the 2 safeties, look inside to my big tight end, let him catch it and make yards after the catch. 1st down, Cleveland.
Kevin Stefanski drills into his quarterback's heads. Getting the ball to number 85 is always a good throw, no matter what. Fake the pitch. Flacco gets a good block on the rollout. Now Flacco's going to tuck it and run, and he gets hit on the slide. Desmond King came in and just leveled Flacco. Gains 2.
I mean, Flacco was going into a slide. The thing about King, though, is he didn't go with his helmet or shoulder. He almost hit him with his bat. It kind of flipped over the top of him to avoid a direct hit. Second time we've seen Cleveland get Flacco out of the pocket by design. That time pretty well defended by the Texans. Again, can they find a way to get the ball to Amari Cooper?
Play clock down to 3. Play action for Flacco. Lofts it, sideline, incomplete, threw it out of bounds, but a flag did come in near the line of scrimmage.
I wonder if everybody was set at the line of scrimmage because they knew the play clock was going down.
We'll hear from Clay Martin here. It's been somewhat low penalized game so far. And if the broadcaster's jinx is real, I apologize to all of America.
Illegal shift. Offense. Penalty is declined. 3rd down.
The illegal shift is just that they weren't all set for a full second before the ball was snapped. People were moving. They weren't ready. Again, fighting against that play clock drew that penalty.
D'Amico Ryan said getting off the field in your 3rd down opportunities is what makes a good defense great. And he believes this has the makings of a fantastic defense in the NFL.
It's not a heavy blitz team, but on 3rd down, they love stunts with their defensive linemen and pass rush.
Anderson coming around the edge. Flacco got rid of it. Great catch by Njoku, but he's going to be short of the 1st down. Steven Nelson was there with the tight end. He squeezed it, reeled it in, but it'll be 4th and short.
I just said they're not heavy blitz. They brought pressure this time. That means single coverage. And Nelson does a nice job. He can't make a play on the ball, but he can stop him short of the 1st down with a solid tackle.
So once again, the Houston defense does its job. We'll get it back to their sensational young quarterback, C.J. Stroud, with just under 6 minutes to play in this 1st half. Remember, Houston won the toss, deferred, so it will be Cleveland kicking the ball away to the Texans to start the 2nd half. But Jorquez just barely gets that one off as well. Special teams unit getting into the backfield on these punts, and it is short just across the 30.
6 pass plays and 1 run play that they're not accustomed to giving up. Nice blend of run and pass, just enough run to keep them honest. We've seen some screens. We've seen things that kind of can slow down this pass rush. So far, Bobby Slowick, the offensive coordinator, doing a nice job of mixing things up.
Get it to Singletary on the ground. The shimmy shake to the outside. He's got the 1st down. Nice move by the former Bill to move the sticks. Greg Newsome had to play catch up.
Yeah, really nice jump cut. Watch, because Newsome is right here and he's going to have a play on him, but he just kind of freezes him with that little jump cut, and he's able to get to the corner and get the 1st down.
Good block by Mechie on the edge there. A really stellar finish to the season for Singletary, 3rd in rushing yards since week 9. That's when he took over for an injured Dameon Pierce as the starting running back for this team. Stroud just had to get rid of it, get into the hands of Collins, and good things happen. 1st down, Nico Collins.
Well, we talked about the poise of C.J. Stroud. When you run a bootleg, your eyes have to get around to this side of the field as quickly as possible. So watch the fake to Singletary. Now he's got to get his head and eyes around. There's JOK coming free. Calmly flips the ball out. And then the speed of Collins at the end of this play to turn the corner.
We asked Nico Collins what he felt like the biggest difference this year was for him. He said his offseason preparation, he's taken up yoga and he's taken up Pilates to help with his core and groin strength. It's allowed him to move quicker laterally this season. Stroud off to the sideline. It's caught. Xavier Hutchinson, the rookie, across the 40 as Martin Emerson drags him down.
A nice job just taking the outlet receiver on that one. A little pressure from Garrett. He kind of felt it in the pocket and didn't force it down the field.
Joe Flacco waiting impatiently as Houston looks for a double dip at the end of this half. They will get the football to start the 3rd quarter. Singletary on 2nd and 4. He's tripped up. Owusu-Koramoah.
Yeah, same guy. I mean, he just has a knack for reading things right here in the middle. He's anticipating run. As soon as he reads the offensive lineman, he slips in behind the backfield. Too quick for anybody to cut him off. It's interesting. I talked to Jim Schwartz that he's gotten so much better during the course of the year. He said earlier in the year, if he would have a bad play or a missed assignment, he'd kind of go in the tank, and he wasn't able to shake it. And we had to kind of take him out of some games. He says he's kind of put that behind him. And the last 5, 6, 7 weeks, he has played at a different level.
Another TFL sets up 3rd and 5 for Stroud. Steps up in the pocket, head as he throws. A wobbler, incomplete, just in front of Dalton Schultz, but a flag.
Pass interference. Defense number 33. This is a spot foul. Automatic first down.
Ronnie Hickman, the rookie, who's starting at safety because Grant Delpit is still not available due to a groin injury with a penalty.
Maybe got a little bit of a grab on that right arm. It wasn't a lot. There was good pressure in the backfield by the Browns, and they forced CJ. There's the grab right there on the shoulder. Didn't see that early on, but you could see him pull the jersey at the top of the shoulder. And a big break for the Texans.
Keeps the drive alive inside the 30. Handoff. Singletary burst through. Emerges. Singletary. Turn on the speed. 1st and goal. But a flag is down back at the 21. Texans walking back. And we'll hear it from Clay Martin.
Holding. Offense number 69. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Well, that's the right guard, Shaq Mason. He was blocking on Taki, the middle linebacker. He's going to try to get in here and get this block. And as Taki's trying to pursue Singletary, that's where the penalty occurred.
Just enough. First penalty of the day for Houston. Approaching the 2-minute warning here. 1st and 18. And they will take it to the 2.
This is the 2-minute warning.
First playoff game in Houston in 4 years. They lead by 3. You're watching in this wild card matchup.
Nico Collins has really had a good first half. And
Singletary just barely escaped from Owusu-Koramoah, but still loses 2 yards. He is having a fantastic day here in this matchup.
Well, he's anticipating, and then he's fast to the football. You see, they're trying to cut him off with a lineman, but he's just too fast. Coming into the game, 23 tackles for loss of yardage or no gain, which is the highest season total in the NFL since Luke Kuechly did it in 2018 with Carolina with 28 such tackles. He's got a couple more to add to that today. 3
of them to be exact. Sets up a 2nd and 20. Play action for Stroud. Good protection. Loads it up. Fires downfield. Excellent touch. Perfectly delivered. Touchdown. Dalton Schultz. Stroud strikes again for 37 yards.
Well, excellent job with the play call, getting Stroud on the move. And then watch the route. Schultz, he's going to run on this safety and break it to the post. This safety's going to get caught chasing Nico Collins. And that opens up the back of that side of the defense. And it was an intentional throwback to Dalton Schultz. He makes his first catch of the day.
Fairbairn the extra point. 24-14, 3 touchdowns in the first half for C.J. Stroud. That already ties the rookie playoff record for a game.
When we talked to everybody, CJ included, they said, you know what, we didn't play very well. Not to take anything away from Cleveland. We didn't execute well. We just need to execute better. So far, the offensive execution in the first half has been excellent for Houston. Watch him square up the safety, runs by him, makes a great move on Ronnie Hickman, and that other safety was cheating on the crossing route by Nico Collins. and just the perfect play call and well executed for another Houston touchdown.
When you talk to D'Amico Ryans and C.J. Stroud about the youth of this team, Stroud, a rookie, a number of young players on this offense, a number of young players on this defense. They do have some good veteran presence, but they both said, look, if we worry about our lack of playoff experience, we worry about the moment, that's when you start making mistakes. Yeah. We just got to go out there and play. They felt like last week the win and get in against Indianapolis was a good test run, a good help to get them set for this game, and they are in rhythm. They are very much feeling comfortable right now, up by 2 scores. Super Wild Card Weekend continues tonight as the Dolphins take on the Chiefs at 8 Eastern. The game will stream exclusively on Peacock, not on NBC, so be sure to scan the QR code and sign up now for just $5.99 per month, or for a limited time, get 1 year for only $29.99. Terms apply. Joel Bitonio back in there. Good sign for Cleveland. Only 1 timeout. This is where you had to burn those 2. They could come back to haunt you. Play action. Flacco rips it over the middle of the field. Big catch for Amari Cooper across the 40.
Well, they've had trouble finding openings for him. Only the 2nd target and the 2nd catch. Zone defense on that first down play. And Cooper does a nice job of finding the soft spot in that zone and getting the completion.
Picks up 19 yards. Flacco going back to the air, sideline, incomplete, and no flag comes in. Cooper, tight coverage from Stingley, and it's 2nd and 10. Clock stops at 43. One thing to keep in mind here, Dustin Hopkins, the normal Cleveland kicker, not available, still out with a hamstring injury he suffered in the previous matchup with Houston. So Riley Patterson, just his 3rd game with the Browns, has only attempted 1 field goal in the first 2.
Split safety again. Njoku might be the go-to guy here.
Here comes the pressure. Flacco goes down. Grenard got there first. Anderson cleans it up. And a big loss for Cleveland.
A really nice move by Grenard. Watch him just club and knock the hands of the right tackle off. Watch this move. Clubs the hands off, gets to Flacco first. Anderson there to finish it off. And again, these 2 guys didn't even play. Grenard played the first 3 plays of the game and then was hurt. Anderson didn't play at all. They make a huge difference for this Houston defense.
Cleveland will let this go to the half. Houston feeling the energy. H-Town. Loud for the first time in 4 years. They've gotten a chance to see their Texans in playoff action, and they'll get the kickoff in the 2nd half. Houston to receive. Coming up next, Toyota halftime. Here's Ahmed to tell you what's on tap.
Thank you, Noah. What a first half there. Coming up, we got Patrick Mahomes, the defending champs, hosting the Dolphins. Tua making his playoff debut in frigid conditions. We'll look ahead to that one on the Toyota halftime next.
Game day dip in the oven? Just tell Siri. Remind me to check the food in 10 minutes.
You can now easily find and replay the moments that matter from any game this season. Select the game you want to watch and click on the event timeline. Then simply click the highlight to relive the best plays. Catch touchdowns, field goals, and fumbles, all within seconds of them happening. Or you can turn off the spoilers tab to watch the game without. Watch top plays and create your own highlights with key moments on DAZN. You can get a game day experience like never before with NFL Game Pass on Apple TV and watch up to 4 games at the same time with